Here we have a new 2025 Buick Encore GX. This Encore GX comes in the preferred trim level. Love this paint color, copper ice metallic. And then we have the ebony cloth and leatherette interior. For the powertrain, we get a 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, and that's mated to the continuously variable transmission. Now as we come around to the front end here, love the new design that you're seeing across the line of Buicks, including the Envision and the Enclave. Those LED daytime running lights along with the LED headlamps down below, and then having that nice grille there. It's very impressive. It's simple but really sleek. And that new logo as well, I love that. Now as we come around to the wheels, these are going to be 18-inch aluminum. And I like the design there as well. I prefer the Avenir wheels, but these are pretty nice as well. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Power door lock controls are here, power mirrors. We get power windows, 1-touch automatic up and down for the driver's side. Headlamp controls are here, hood release, manual tilt, telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat, and we get 2-way power lumbar support there. Want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Encore GX today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to get the best price on an Encore GX or any new vehicle in your area, make sure you click on that second link down below, and I'll make sure your local dealers are fighting to get you that best price on one of these. But this sticker's for $28,785. We're getting 30 miles per gallon city, 31 highway. You also have the option to use ethanol E85 in these if you so choose. Range goes down quite a bit, but it can be cheaper depending on what you're doing. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So sitting behind myself, not bad space. I do like that we get the rear seat back pockets on both sides. There's a look at the front end from back here. And then down here, you do get a USB-C and a USB-A charge port. Bottle holders here in the middle. Grab handle here, and then you have the hook if you want to hang a shirt or a pair of pants back there. Solid lock is on this one. So I'll show you how to activate that. On position, and turn it off like that. Fuel filler's there. Now as we get to the back end, this design is a bit older. You kind of saw these on the older ones, like 21 models, but still a nice look there. And there is the cargo space. You get the top tethers on the back of the seat there. Side pocket here if you want to have stuff in the trunk, but you don't want it rolling around. And then you have a 16-inch donut there if you ever need to use your spare. And just a quick look underneath the car. Now as we come around to the rear passenger seat, I'll just show you how this thing folds down. All you have to do is pull here, and then you can run longer objects. And just make sure the seat belt's out the way. And then pretty easy to lock it back into place, and you can keep it out of the way by doing that. So when I fold it down, you see the seat belt's not in the way when I push it back. Now to the front passenger seat. This one is 4-way manual, so you can control the seat back there, and then the seat bottom right there. Glove compartment with owner's manuals. And then as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. And there's that 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder. Now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. We'll just take a quick look at the infotainment system and all of that. Nice leather wrapped steering wheel here. I'm actually surprised by the horn sound. I thought we were gonna have a kind of meek sound, but very strong. Now over here to the screen here, this is an 11-inch touchscreen, so we get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. We get AM, FM, XM radio along with the Bluetooth. And then a pretty simple setup here. You have your trip meter here, the gauges, and then your maintenance screen. So you have your tire pressure monitors, your brake pad life, the oil life, and then the air filter there. And then you have the Wi-Fi hotspot. In your settings, you can change your language here. And then you can also adjust your units of measurement from US to metric. Team driver, rear seat reminder, etc. And all of your apps there. So backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Decent picture. You can turn the guidelines on or off if you so choose. Hazards are down here. And then we do get single zone manual climate control, so we can adjust temperature, fan speed, fan direction, the AC toggle, and then we have 3-stage heated seats for the front. USB-C, USB-A port, 12 volt there. Pretty good storage here if you have something on the charger. You can put the phone there. And then your lane keeping system, traction control, and your auto stop toggles there. Now this one does have the CVT, but the shifters here, you can grab the lever, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you have that low gear you can manually shift, and it'll show you what gear you're in that bottom part of the gauge cluster right there in the middle. And then electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Bottle holders, storage, and then you have the center console cubby space, and the removable tray is right there. Quick look at the back seat. And then up here, the lights, get your OnStar, drop down mirror. I am impressed that we have the nice, almost like the airport or the airplane bathroom lights. I like these, look really nice there in the vanity mirror. Now back to the steering wheel, the stalk on the left side, blinker, high beams, auto high beams can be toggled there. And then you have your intermittent wipers here. So one time off, intermittent low high. You can adjust that intermittent frequency there. And then your rear wipers here, you just have off, intermittent on. Push back for that rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. Now to the steering wheel itself, you can go through your track list or radio station presets here on the left side, or you can adjust your volume up and down here. Now we do get standard cruise. We can turn that on or off there, cancel, set the speed. Gap adjust for the forward collision alert is there. And then we have our heated steering wheel toggle there. Over here, mute, voice recognition. We can hit this button for Bluetooth when connected, or we can pull up our audio sources there and we can scroll through them like that. And then when it's just in the plain screen here, we can change our views by clicking this button. And then we have several options if you want to change how that looks. Push button starts right here. And then finally, here is our key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Buick Encore GX out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Encore GX, the 1.2 gets up relatively quickly. Again, relatively for what it is, a 3-cylinder engine with a turbocharger, but does a really good job. Now the CVT actually just makes it more of a linear power curve. You're not having to worry about your shift points, but it's just kind of weird. I prefer the 6-speed automatic that you get on the tracks, but now with the Turbo 3, this does pull out of corners, and you can get a little tire squeal if you try. I'm gonna try to give it a little pull here, getting on the interstate. Here we go. So especially when you're doing about 10 or 15, then getting up to about 60 or 70, it pulls very nicely. So it's pretty good at merging. Now, with this being a Buick, the ride quality is fantastic, even in this Encore GX. One of the smallest vehicles you can get in the lineup now. And the ride quality, with that being phenomenal, you would want to have pretty good road noise, and the road noise in this thing is pretty decent as well. Not overly loud, not intruding on the cabin. Same thing with the wind noise, not even noticing it. And all in all, these things are very easy to drive overall, and you're still getting, again, 30 miles per gallon city, 31 highway, which is pretty impressive. Now, I think the biggest competitors for this vehicle are going to be the smaller SUVs that you get from Honda, Kia, Hyundai, and then even the new kicks from Nissan. But I feel like this is the best riding out of all of those, and it's what you would expect. This is a Buick, and Buicks have a history of having some of the best riding vehicles, so this one's no different. Now, it doesn't necessarily float down the road, but the ride is very, very good while still being somewhat agile, if that makes sense. I want to give one more thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Encore GX. And again, if you're looking to find the best price on one of these in your area, just click on that second link down below. Takes a minute to fill out that info, and I'll make sure your local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these. But at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro, you do get the lifetime powertrain warranty here, and I know a lot of people are concerned because this is a newer engine design about the reliability. But with that lifetime powertrain warranty, this 3-cylinder engine gets covered, the turbocharger, the engine, the transmission. So if you're scared of the CVT, you're scared of having a turbocharged 3-cylinder, as long as you keep up with the maintenance like you should anyway, if for whatever reason you get a catastrophic failure, these are covered. You just pay like $100 deductible. But I've seen some of these get close to, I should say, the 3-cylinder engine. Looking at cars.com, I've seen some that are already in 6-figure odometer ranges, and they're still going pretty strongly. So now, obviously, that shouldn't be the bar, but at least we know that these aren't throwaway cars at 40,000, 50,000 miles. But again, for the price point, I love having the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, heated steering wheel, heated seats, the lane keeping system, blind spot monitors. You have everything that you would need to make this a nice looking vehicle, something you can take on the road, something you can commute in, whatever you're needing to do in terms of just living an everyday lifestyle that isn't, going off-road or anything crazy. With all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Buick Encore GX in the preferred trim level.